Yes, yes. It's alive! It's alive! Hello, Jerrrbear here, and welcome back to another mod showcase inside the lab. Good morning, Dr. Nebunova. How are you today? Well, that is good to hear, and today we will be reviewing the CloneCraft mod. And so, first of all, let's get straight into it. The first thing you'll need is this thing called the empty needle. You'll need 5 pieces of iron and 1 piece of gold to get the empty needle. And then you'll need some eggs, because you will need to use these to make, let's get to it, right here, the empty egg. So, let's just make all of these into some empty eggs. And yeah, so they're all empty eggs now. So then what you'll need is this thing called the centrifuge, and you'll need 4 pistons, 4 pieces of iron, and 1 diamond for that. The sterilizer you'll need, once you'd like to clone more than one, you'll need 6 pieces of iron, a bucket, and a piece of redstone. The life inducer is, well, what you saw in the intro. To bring our creature to life, you'll need a piece of soul sand, 6 pieces of iron, a piece of gold, and a chest. Then you'll need these antennas connected to the life inducer. Now, you may have seen me, I right-clicked these antennae. You can do that in creative mode. Now, otherwise, you need lightning to strike it in survival. So you'll need 6 pieces of iron and 3 pieces of gold. And that is what we'll need. So let's get right into it and show you what you'll need for these things. So, actually, I'll need a few more things. You'll also need, for the sterilizer, 1 bucket of water. You'll need a flint and steel. And you'll need some netherrack. Now, I'll show you why in just a minute. First of all, let's get ourselves some sheep DNA. So we've got... well, that is pretty weird. I do not understand why that happened. Let's grab ourselves a... no, not a dirty needle. That's what the sterilizer's for. You'll see in a moment. So let's grab ourselves some sheep DNA. See, that doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe we need to... oh, nausea. That bothers me so much. So let's grab ourselves another needle, and I think maybe we need to shift right-click. So shift, right-click, and it still grabbed some of our blood. So I'm somewhat confused, but what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to be able to right-click any animal and grab their blood with the needle. Geez, nausea, it makes me nauseous. So let's get right on the sheep. And it still gives us human blood, so we're just going to give ourselves some sheep blood because it's not cooperating with us. And then what you'll need is actually, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. You'll need these things, test tubes. So these just take, oops, you'll need glass all the way around, except for the top. You can have glass like that, it'll give you 6, or glass panes, it'll give you 2. So let's grab ourselves quite a few of these, just do that. And what you'll need to do is just put this sheep blood inside of the test tube, and then you'll have grabbed your test tube. And now we'll need the centrifuge. Now what you'll need to do is you'll need to put some sort of fuel in there. So let's grab ourselves some coal, and let's see, let's grab ourselves a stack. So let's put that in there, and then you press spin. And eventually it spins that. And it makes that noise, and then what you'll need is to take what comes out of here, and I'll show it to you. It is separated. Let's see. Separated, let's see, sheep blood. Okay. So we grabbed ourselves one of those. And so then what you need to do is you need to put that right back in your needle. But you see it's dirty now. So let's grab ourselves the sterilizer, and I'll show you what this is for. So you put your bucket of water in there. But then you need some sort of heat source. So let's just put our netherrack right there and then light it. And so, as you can see, so all we need to do is just drop our needle on top of there. And there are no particle effects because I have all of them turned off. But let's just turn them all on to show you. So, it makes this particle effect of bubbles. And that makes this heat particle effect. And so it cleans your needle for you. But we're not going to wait for that thing right now. We're just going to grab ourselves a stack of empty needles. And as you can see, the sheep blood is separated. So let's just put these back in the needle. And it gives us sheep DNA. And then what we need to do is put it inside of one of our empty eggs. And then it gives us unactivated, you'll see. And then we need the life inducer. So now I'm going to grab all these. Now don't worry, when I right click it, it won't. Actually, it'll do that. So I just want to keep piling up on these. And well, I guess we'll just, let's see. I need to try to place a whole bunch of these on top of each other, and they don't really want to go. I think you need to, yes, you need to sneak. So, let's just grab ourselves some dirt to pile up on. And we'll just keep going up with these. So, what you need to do is you need to sneak, right-click, and then you can place a whole bunch. So, we'll just go up. And I'll keep placing some more. Now, again, we are in a desert biome, so this isn't going to work, but I just wanted to show you how you do it. You really do need a whole lot. I mean, the more that you pile up, the more chance that they're going to get struck by lightning, of course. But it depends on the biome you're in, and, you know, your Minecraft sea level, I guess I'll say. Height above sea level. So, I mean, we'll just call this good for now, and we'll go into game mode C. And as you can see, it was as if it got struck by lightning. So now it has sort of charge in there. So we take this unactivated sheep egg, and then as you can see, it makes that noise, and we have our spawned sheep. And we've spawned a sheep. So that is all you have to do. Now with human DNA, it's the same thing. And as you can see, we got our needle back finally. So I'm going to turn those particle effects off. But so you can do it with all animals, really. I mean, you can, let's see, we'll take some cow DNA if it wants to work. Let's see, what did it do? It gave us human blood again. I'm not quite sure why it's not working, but you'd go through the same process again. But let's just take some human DNA, and I'll show you again. You get the nausea effect when you take it from yourself. And then you'll need another test tube, but ours is dirty. So you'd have to clean the test tube again as well, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. So I'm just going to put our human blood in test tubes. And we, again, but you can put in, like, see, you can put in several at once. I could have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up in here at once. Then we spin that, and then we'd, of course, take it and put it into another one of our needles to get DNA, just as with the sheep, except it would be human blood there. And then we get human DNA and put it in an empty egg. We get the unactivated egg, and then we'd put it in there. But to show you what these are like, I'm going to grab the human egg, and these guys are pretty cool. You can actually, so we'll just, oh, these are already activated, so, well, we'll wait for this thing to finish here. And Yeah, but this thing's pretty slow and you'll be using a lot of fuel on it, but you need a constant heat source with this thing, so let's just clean our dirty needles. And oops. Didn't quite put them in there. So we'll grab our 2 dirty test tubes as well. But you can put as many in there as you want at a time. They'll take a certain amount of time depending on when you put them in. Okay, so now that our centrifuge is finally done, let's grab our human blood, put it back into some needles, and we will put them into some of our empty eggs and get some unactivated eggs. So if I go over to the life inducer, which actually if you get too close it's dangerous. So we've got 2 activated human eggs, and as you can see these guys are pretty cool. So unfortunately he just got shocked, and that's amazing, his texture just changed. But you can give them stuff. For example, this is their armor and their crafting and stuff and their inventory. And so you can, let's disable NEI because it seems to be in the way there. But you can transfer your XP to them. You can, there's tons of options. You can have wander off, that's when they just kind of go and find themselves female. You can make them female, or you can make them farm, you know, if you give them seeds and a hoe. You can make them farm entities to attack. That changes, you know, which entities they attack. You know, unfortunately that's lagging. Blocks to break. You know, like if you want them to go mining, which blocks do you want them to break? Things to build, you know, things like that. And apparently, this is not liking me too much right now. And this is, as you can see, their hunger bar and their health. And if I'm correct, if you give them glistering melons to eat, they will grow. Now that might be in another one, or, you know, if you're not liking them, then you can just, sadly, kill them. So I am not sure why Minecraft is not wanting to work right now. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed this mod showcase. And if you did like the CloneCraft mod, please grab it for yourself in the description there. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please comment, like, and subscribe to join the Jerrrbear Den. And I will see you all later. Bye!